The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USC's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds a tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. But will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to get it in. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Corralled and brought down by the defense. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll go to the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against...
There he goes! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Trevino. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fakes the grab. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Complete in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, BYU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Pressure coming. Heaves it deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The give out of the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Daly. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Well, so much for the idea of tying the game with a short field goal attempt. It's fourth down, and they'll go for it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, BYU!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on fourth and goal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Going to sling it on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Makes the catch. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team.
Out of the gun, the give to the back.
Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Quick spin on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This is going to be a tough field goal try. 55 yards and from the left hash. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Complete out of the backfield. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Complete to start this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Gives it on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Grabbed behind the line. It's Orlando.
The first down
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. BYU with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Snapped it in the shotgun. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got his man to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. First and 10 for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback on the keeper. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw it.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David. A lot of room to the right. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Ripping through the defense. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U.
With jet sweep pass. Turning it on!
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Got the back over the middle.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Pulls and fires complete. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
This time it's complete. Touchdown USC! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
USC 37, BYU 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Trevino. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the missed field goal leaves the lead at 23.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The give to the back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Back open in the middle. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Orlando. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. BYU lines up quickly. Wants to throw again. Intercepted deep in his own end. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Trevino. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stopped him just a bit short.
3rd down coming.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.